EU Commissioner Frans Timmermans burst out laughing when asked if he missed the UK being part of the European Union. The executive vice president at the European Commission could not contain his laughter when asked if the bloc is missing the UK during a COP26 panel. Philippa Nuttall from The New Statesman asked, Lawrence Tubiana said this morning the EU is not doing enough at COP and she doesn't understand why. Are there differences between EU member states that are causing this lack of ambition, or are you missing the UK being part of the EU delegation? Mr. Timmermans was left in stitches at the question, throwing his head back as he laughed before regaining his composure. The European Commissioner said, well, Lawrence Tubiana sings the same song at every COP, so I'm not surprised she says this. Secondly, she says she doesn't see it, but there are many things in life that perhaps you don't see that are still happening. I am very proud of my team of negotiators who are negotiating on every single subject right now. I'm really very proud of all the ministers here, very actively trying to find solutions to all the problems. The European Union, its member states, its parliament, everyone is very active here to try and bridge difference and find solutions. It comes as more than 230,000 applications have been made to the EU settlement scheme after the deadline passed, new figures suggest. EU citizens and their families were asked to apply by June 30 in order to carry on living and working in the UK, after freedom of movement ended following the Brexit transition period. According to Provisional Home Office figures, 236,840 applications were received after the deadline and up to the end of October. Since the scheme launched in March 2019, more than 6 million applications, 6,287,700, have been submitted. More than 3 million of those, 3,068,700, were granted settled status, allowing them permanent leave to remain. A further 2.4 million, 2,460,900, have been permitted pre-settled status, meaning they need to reapply after living in the country for 5 years to gain permanent residence. The Home Office said 8% of the applications were from repeat applicants, 472,220, suggesting an estimated 5.5 million people had applied to the scheme before the deadline. Some 180,500 applications were refused, 103,900 were withdrawn or void, and 94,000 were deemed invalid, where the Home Office decides someone is not eligible to apply or has failed to provide sufficient proof of residence. The applications received after June 30 will include a mix of late submissions, those from family members, and requests to move from pre-settled to settled status, the government department said. It is not known how many people in the UK are eligible for the scheme but could remain in the country undocumented. Anyone who is yet to apply effectively lost their lawful immigration status after the deadline. This could prevent them getting a new job or moving house until their status is confirmed.